Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I'm going to discuss the travel requirements for all former Filipino citizens or balikbayans together with their foreign spouse or foreign children. On May 5th, 2022, One Health Pass was changed again. There is now a new registration online system. It was changed from 24 hours to 48 hours. So all passengers must register through the One Health Pass within 48 hours prior to departure and not arrival, prior to first flight and not connecting flight. Also, please take note, there is a fake website asking for money. Do not send your personal information to this website. I'm showing to you the actual website for the onehealthpass.com.ph. This is the actual dashboard. You must register within 48 hours prior to departure. Let's say 5:56 a.m. May 8 is your departure time. And you must register on May 6 within 48 hours, 5:56 a.m. onwards. And you must log in and upload the documents. The documents are RT-PCR test result or antigen test result and vaccine certificate. Step 3, within 24 hours, you must check your email for the declaration checklist or the health declaration checklist. We are on step 3, within 24 hours prior to departure, you must check your email to answer the health declaration checklist. Let's move on to step 4. Upon check-in, the airline personnel will ask you for your One Health Pass registration. You must receive the barcode and show it to the airline personnel. So here is the actual itinerary. This is just an example. The rules have been relaxed, so if you receive just one barcode for completing step 1 or step 2, then you are able to board the plane. However, if you register 4 hours to 1 hour prior to departure and you are able to get the QR code, then you are entitled to express lane. However, all barcodes will be acceptable prior to boarding. So I'm just showing to you an actual itinerary from departure time to arrival if you have a connecting flight. Now, you must check your One Health Pass registration and any of the barcodes will be acceptable. Only those who have a QR code will be qualified on express lane, so you must complete the registration. Now, who needs to be fully vaccinated to enter Philippines? All foreign nationals must be fully vaccinated, such as foreign tourists, former Filipino citizens, foreign spouse, and foreign child. There are exceptions for foreign minor child. Some airlines will require you to use the Traze Mobile Application, so I would recommend to download the Traze Mobile app for contact tracing. So I'm not sure if the Philippines will still require this, but some airlines require it. Now, who are required to present a COVID travel insurance? First, foreign tourists from visa-free countries who are visiting Philippines for tourism purposes and they have no spouse, such as a Filipino spouse or former Filipino spouse or child. Also, foreign tourists with 9A visa, foreign spouse of former Filipino not traveling together, and also foreign child of former Filipino not traveling together. So these are the only passengers required to present a COVID travel insurance. Here's the actual requirement. You must obtain prior to arrival a travel insurance for COVID-19 treatment costs from reputed insurers with a minimum coverage of $35,000 for the duration of your stay in the Philippines. Please take note that former Filipino citizens must be fully vaccinated. If you're unvaccinated, you will be denied entry except for minor children. There are new updates effective April 1st. Former Filipino citizens and foreign spouse or foreign child traveling together. There will be no requirement of a return ticket. So former Filipino citizens can travel alone. However, for foreign spouse and foreign child, they must travel together with their former Filipino either spouse or parent. There will be no return ticket, and also the COVID travel insurance will not be required. So please take note, foreign spouse must travel together. Here are the latest travel requirements for former Filipino citizens traveling alone. So former Filipino citizens are naturalized foreign citizens, and previously they have a Filipino citizenship. First, you must be fully vaccinated because all foreign nationals must be fully vaccinated to enter. You must carry or possess an acceptable proof of vaccination. Another change is that you can present a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours or a negative antigen test within 24 hours. Also, you must have a passport valid for at least 6 months at the time of your arrival to the Philippines. Here are the latest requirements for former Filipino citizens traveling with foreign child or children. First, unvaccinated minor children below 12 traveling with their fully vaccinated parent will follow the parent's vaccination status. For minor 12 to 17 must follow their own vaccination status. If unvaccinated, parent must accompany child during quarantine. Also, for a visa-free country, the foreign child must be a national of country included under EO 408, and you must also present a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours or a negative rapid antigen test within 24 hours. You can now get this antigen test from a healthcare facility, laboratory, clinic, pharmacy, or other similar establishment. Another requirement is that you must have a passport valid for at least 6 months at the time of your arrival. For children 3 years old and below who are asymptomatic, you are not required to present a pre-departure negative test. For children 4 and above, either a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours or negative antigen test within 24 hours. Let's move on to the travel requirements of foreign spouse traveling with former Filipino. These requirements are for foreign nationals who are included under the visa-free privileges of Executive Order number 408. So that means you don't need a visa. First, you must be fully vaccinated. Second, you must possess an acceptable proof of vaccination. Also, you must present a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours or a negative rapid antigen test within 24 hours. You must also have a passport valid for at least 6 months at the time of your arrival in the Philippines. Let's move on to the arrival protocols. Once you arrive in the Philippines, because you are already fully vaccinated, quarantine is no longer required. However, you must self-monitor for any sign or symptom for 7 days, with the first day being the date of arrival. Also, you must report to your local government unit should you manifest any symptoms. So I will have to repeat this. Unvaccinated foreign nationals or former Filipino citizens will be denied entry. So you must be fully vaccinated. However, if you are fully vaccinated, but your proof of vaccination was not accepted, for example, you are a US citizen vaccinated in China, you will not be denied entry, but you must quarantine for 5 days. Also, you will be tested on your 5th day of arrival. In addition, after being tested, if you tested negative, you will have to undergo home quarantine until your 14th day of arrival. You will also have to be monitored on your home quarantine. And you will only self-monitor for 7 days. For vaccinated foreign child or Filipino child of Filipino parent, children 3 years and below who are asymptomatic are not required to present a pre-departure negative COVID-19 test result. Children below 12 who are unvaccinated shall follow the quarantine protocols of the parents. Also, for those who are 12 to 17, you will follow your own vaccination classification. And if you're unvaccinated, the parent shall accompany the minor during your facility-based quarantine. Another requirement is that all passengers including minors, must register through the One Health Pass within 3 days or on the day of your departure if you already have your negative test result. In addition, you must also present a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours or negative antigen test within 24 hours for those 4 years and above. If you are a foreign child, you must have a passport valid for at least 6 months at the time of your arrival. And if you are fully vaccinated, you only need to self-monitor for 7 days until the 7th day of your arrival. Now, let's talk about the proof of vaccination. Only one option is required. You don't need to present more than one option to show proof of vaccination. Option 1, World Health Organization, ICV, or the yellow card, and the countries are not specific. For those who are asking if the ICV is being required from US passengers, the answer is no. Passengers from the US do not need to present World Health Organization ICV or the yellow card. Let's move on to the second option. The second option is the VaxCert PH, especially if you are vaccinated in the Philippines. Let's move on to the third option. These are the list of countries with acceptable proof of vaccination, and it could be a national or digital certificate or a printed copy which has accepted VaxCert PH under a reciprocal arrangement. The Philippine government just updated the specific countries. Also, passengers from the US can present the CDC card as a stand-alone proof of vaccination, and it is acceptable under the third option. So you don't need to secure another ICV or yellow card. The fourth option is other proofs of vaccination permitted by the IATF. Here are the immigration entry requirements. You actually have two options. First, you must have your foreign passport plus your valid or old Philippine passport. If you don't possess an old or valid Philippine passport, you must have a valid or authentic Philippine birth certificate for purposes of proving your former Filipino citizenship. For former Filipinos or Filipinos traveling with their foreign spouse, the foreign spouse must present their foreign passport plus authentic marriage certificate. If traveling with a foreign child, foreign passport plus authentic birth certificate. For adopted child, foreign passport plus adoption certificate. Visa-free privileges for foreign nationals married to Filipino or former Filipino traveling together under EO 408. Also, you must present an authentic marriage certificate. Also, report of marriage is not required to enter in the Philippines. In addition, proceed to Filipino lane at immigration and tell immigration you will be availing of the Balikbayan visa. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.